Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Well, today is Thanksgiving, so I hope that everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving with their family or their natural family or their constructed family that they have around them. Okay. I'm just about ready to hit the road. I'll be on the road in another day or two with Raj and Max. And so who knows where I'll be. But we plan on just, taking time, and it's not going to be a rush unless I find out it's so extremely cold that staying in the van is not possible. And then at that point, if it's, gets to be so atrocious, then maybe at that point I will just book across, so I can go visit my daughter and drop off her Christmas present. So we'll see. Anyway, today, those that have been here for a long time know that I used to speak out a lot against Nithyananda. Still hold the same view. He's a con man. He does not have the wisdom that he says he does. If you read his timeline where he says he was in the Himalayas, this and that, all his constructed hagiography, nothing holds up. How he became a guru, he had this dream that that's what he's supposed to do. He's a self-appointed guru. Anyway, so if you hear the people that are with him in this ashram, they will continue to tell you that the case is solved, that he was, held innocent, this and that. Well, the case is not solved. It's still going on. December 5th is his next go-round with the courts. Today was released, and I'm going to go ahead and read this. This is the article in the Bharati, and it says, CFSL confirms Nithya and Ranjita in the 2010 sex video. Okay. Says, in the latest development in the notorious sex scandal, the Central Forensic Science Laboratory has confirmed that Nithyananda and Ranjita are both present in the video. A sex scandal that rocked the country in 2010 is back to haunt the controversial godman Swami Nithyananda. 7 years ago, in a video that allegedly showed the godman in a compromising position with Tamil actress Ranjita, was aired by several Tamil channels. However, the godman, nicknamed Sex Swami, and the actress had both vehemently denied that they were part of the video. Ranjita had claimed she is not the woman performing the act in the video, and Swami Nithyananda had gone to court. She called a press conference and announced the video is fabricated. I'm not the person in it, and in fact, at that time, I was in a room that I was sharing with another female devotee in the Jnanapeetham ashram. I blame myself for this. It has affected my career, though some people still have faith in me. Ranjita had then filed a case in a Bengaluru court, which ordered a CID investigation into the sex tape. The Forensic Sciences Laboratory in Bengaluru and the CID had already confirmed that Nithyananda and Ranjita indeed were the two people shown in the tape. In 2012, Nithyananda had refuted the claim and said that 4 independent U.S.-based experts had analyzed the tape and concluded that the content was fake and morphed. He gave copies of the claimed U.S. research reports to the Crime Investigation Department in Karnataka, which was investigating the case. In the latest development in the notorious sex scandal, the Central Forensic Science Laboratory has confirmed, again, it's confirmed, that Nithyananda and Ranjita are both present in the video. Several Tamil websites have reported this. Self-styled godman Nithyananda has filed a criminal complaint against Sun TV Chief Operating Officer Hansraj Saxena and 8 others for airing what he termed morphed visuals showing him in a compromising position with an actress. In his complaint filed with the City Police Commissioner, Nithya Atma Prabhananda, manager of Nithyananda's Jnanapita Charitable Trust, leveled charges including extortion, criminal intimidation, and assault, among others, against Saxena, his aide, Ayappan, and Tamil biweekly Nakitran editor R. Gopal, among others. Atma Prabhananda alleged that they had demanded money to stop airing the video footage purportedly showing Nithyananda and Ranjita. He also charged that they had been attacked by Ayappan. Ranjita had also filed a complaint back in 2011, alleging her pictures were morphed and some persons had demanded money from her to stop airing the video. The original video was sent to the Central Forensic Sciences Lab in Delhi for ascertaining whether it was tampered with or not. This was also listed in India Today, the 22nd of November, 2017. Okay. It says, Rajiv Malhotra and other Hindu intellectuals and activists viciously attacked this website administrator for publishing news and articles critical of Nithyananda's conduct. The administrator now stands vindicated by the CFSL findings. And then it goes on to say here another post by the admin on November 23rd at 10:23 a.m. India time, that Nithyananda shocked with forensic reports. Latest reports from the Delhi forensic officials say the videos of Swami Nithyananda's escapades with the actress Ranjita are original and unmanipulated. The 2011 videos brought out by ashram driver Lennon have been examined and verified by the forensics team. The official report to this effect is also ready. Nithyananda, who has alternated between denying that it's him in the videos to claiming he is impotent, now has no defense left. Yeah, he actually claimed that he was incapable of it due to his high spiritual. But they took and did a test on him and showed no, he was a normal operating male. His genitalia were normal operating male genitalia. There was nothing special in it, that he was above and beyond any of this. Okay. So Swami Nithyananda had testified before the investigating team that he was innocent, and the video was part of a political controversy to defame him, as he had denied to give 100 crore donation to some politicians. Even after the video was leaked, creating a media hullabaloo, actress Ranjita had been spotted numerous times in Nithyananda's ashram in the outskirts of Bangalore. Meanwhile, Nithyananda's devotee, R.T. Rao, has alleged that the godmen had raped her. This case is still pending. What is it? Still pending. So I don't care how many times the Nithyananda Spin Department continues to put out their falsehoods that this case was ended and that he's been found innocent. It's not true. Okay? They can try to spin it all they want. They can lie, deny, make up stuff. But the truth is, this case is still going on. It has not reached an end, has not reached a conclusion. Nithyananda's lawyers have done everything they can to run it off the tracks, to stall, hoping it would go away. But the courts are getting tired of their manipulations, and it is going forward. I think their next court date is December 5th. This could be why this article is coming out now, because, again, he has another court date. They are not yet done by any stretch of the imagination. So let's hope that it goes forward to the honest conclusion that it should go, and let these people have their day in court. Okay. Says Swami Nithyananda, who had been denying all allegations so far, is now caught lying by this new development. It's now nearly impossible for Nithyananda to escape judgment and prison. Let's hope so. You know, he's taking these sincere people looking for spiritual growth. He's a con man. I've said it before. I will continue to say it. He is not where he claims to be. He takes scripture and has it so manipulated and so far off track that it bears no resemblance to what sages will say throughout history. Okay? He reads texts. He spins it to make it something that egos will jump on. Okay? He spins it in a way that these ego will become ego aggrandizements. Okay. I've done a few commentaries on a couple of his things. It's very hard for me to get through listening to it because it's such utter bullshit what he says. It's very difficult for me to listen to it because it bears no resemblance to a genuine spiritual adept's wisdom and understanding when it comes to having walked a genuine path and having rested and come to the point of realization, moksha, true Advaita, versus his spin and his take, what he spews about what it is and what it's not. Okay. So, I recently had somebody that listened to one of them and said, well, I want to see the thing that you took that satsang from. I've looked all over the net. I did 2 commentaries on 2 of his satsangs. Amazingly, they've disappeared. I can't find them anywhere on the net. I even put in the specific date. Of course, it's not coming up. My suspicion is that they have taken them down, that the Nithyananda organization has taken them down. Therefore, people cannot see that it was exactly word for word what he said. Okay. But I think if they look at it, they can see the drift of this is exactly how he talks, exactly what he says. I may have to sit and do yet another one, which is definitely not a joy for me because, like I said, what he says is just absolute utter crap. It has nothing to do with a genuine understanding of Kundalini or Kundalini awakening, or what the journey entails, or where it ends, and what is the reality of that. Like I said, in fact, you know, his people always say, well, you need to meet him. Well, I have met him. I have gone and I have spoken with him. I sat down with him and told him what he's giving people is dangerous. And he said, well, I'll figure it out later. Okay. I have had personal interactions with this person. Okay. He said one thing when he had a group of people in front of the room. He thought he was going to get a photo op. I said, there is not going to be any photo ops here. I made him send the people out of the room. I said, what I have to tell you, you're not going to want your people to hear. Okay. In front of his people, he said, oh, let her come anytime she wants. Okay? I want her to see what we do here. I want it to be open. He sends him out of the room, and then he tells his one person, don't ever let her near this ashram. Okay? This is the person that he is. When I was there, he said, oh, let's eat food. I said, I don't do chilies. I don't do it at all. Oh, no, there's nothing. He brings it in, it's full of chilies. What? Am I stupid? What? Again, he is not honest. He's a con man. He does not have the attainment that he says he has. Okay? 100% not. And his people can come and be as nasty as they want to, and I have never seen nastier comments than come from his people. I mean, absolutely filthy, degraded, nasty, sexual comments. If one of my students ever did that to anyone, even one of his students, even him, they would be immediately kicked out of this path, because that's not tolerated. Okay? And when you have people that do this type of thing, and if this person wants to see, they have specifically named me in videos, specifically nasty things, then, you know, it's right out there in the open to be seen. Okay. So anyway, that's what's going on with the ongoing onslaught of Nithyananda stuff. He's still cashing in millions, still putting them under bondage, still doing the same things. And this is what I said to someone today in the thing. What he uses is brainwashing techniques that military uses. You feed the people very high carb diets, very little protein. You keep them up for endless hours. These people maybe get 2 hours of sleep a night. And you continue to program their spiel and the drama. Continue ongoing 24/7 programming them, breaking them down. The carbs and the no sleep breaks them down to where they no longer have good judgment. Okay? He isolates them from other people. Makes them think it's us against them. That he's some sort of a god. He dresses up, parades around, says he's this, says he's that. So much drama. No genuine guru is going to say, oh, and you make sure, you know, it costs $15,000 for the course, and make sure you bring another almost $900. You can have 21 minutes in his presence for only $890 something, and you can have 20. Really? You think that is a genuine guru? Unbelievably sad when I see people throwing away their money or signing these documents, going there and say, I will work there forever if I can take this course. And he basically owns them like slaves, basically. They sign away their lives to take a course. It's very sad, very, very sad, very manipulated. Again, not the actions of a genuine spiritual adept. No spiritual adept wants to put people in bondage. You want to see people gaining freedom to go beyond ego, not become more egotistical. And everything I've seen him sell is powers, more ego, bigger drama. And 100%, that's 180 degrees away from the genuine spiritual path. This is not the path of enlightenment, it's a path of deception. Okay. Unfortunately. And so many people have been taken in by it. Again, very sad to see. Take a breath. But, you know, I wish everyone out there, again, a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that those that are there get a wake-up call and get freed from the bondage that he's putting them in. Okay, I really hope, that there's something that actually comes down on December 5th, and it's not another stall by his lawyers. Because again, thank God the courts are finally getting fed up with it and seeing that his lawyers have done nothing but stall and stall and stall and stall, and coming up with ridiculous things. So hopefully this December 5th, there will be an actual accounting, genuine accounting, and that this woman that was raped, and there are many more in there. He made them sign a secret document that they may have to watch porn. They may have to, you know, it's really, again, not the actions of a genuine guru. Okay. I actually watched the start of a video I was going to comment on today, and it was so out there, I couldn't even, it was like, where's Therese Kundalini? What of his bisexual means? And I don't mean it has to be actual sex. It could be sex like, you know, you're excited about coffee or some food. Oh, I just like, who can even comment on such absolute ignorance? Okay? Absolute 100% ignorance. And people take it to be valid. That is not what awakens Kundalini, okay? Because you're excited about coffee or you're excited about some food. What does that to do with sex? Okay? He tries to speak about Shakti, and Kundalini is the Shakti that, you know, he has absolutely no idea what happens in a genuine spiritual Kundalini awakening, and that all the things that one goes through in that path. If you want to get some sort of an idea, read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And all the things that they face in there are what you face in a genuine Kundalini awakening as you go through these different layers of consciousness along the way. All the fears you have, all the ideations you have will be thrown up in your face to be walked through, to seen for what they are and what they're not. Has nothing to do with a sexual identification into some kind of a food source or something like that. Okay? No, Kundalini can be awakened by a number of things, but those are not the things that can awaken them. In my case, I've said this before, was in an esoteric Christian order. I went down for the evening prayers. And when Father Blanton laid hands on my head, all of a sudden this gold light pierced my body. It was about 4 inches. I can tell you, it was exactly about that far. The light was that big, gold light, straight down through the body and nailed me to the floor. It was like being on the cross. You just like this, and you couldn't move. Okay? And the moment that happened, it opened up, where all of a sudden I'm seeing auras. I'm, I was in, at that point, a samadhi state for 3-4 days. I could have walked out in the middle of traffic, been hit, and could have cared less. Okay, you go into a samadhi state at that moment in time. Okay, but Kundalini can also be awoken by your intense desire to know God. That can awaken it. Sometimes it gets awoken by some kind of a severe shock to the system. It's kind of like a battery, boom, charging. And you have a severe shock to the system, and that can open it, can awaken it. Okay. And it's not this blissful thing where you sit there and you navigate and you think these fantasy things to manipulate it. Absolutely 100% not. Okay? Again, it goes through the layers. It's not chakra by chakra by chakra. Focusing on the body has nothing to do with that. It has layers of consciousness. Although sometimes you can feel it again in the form. But it's never about the form. It's not contained in the form. This has to do with layers of awareness and consciousness. And you may not hit these layers of consciousness in a sequential happening. One of them is fight or flight. Absolutely just, trying to survival. Okay? Each different layer of consciousness, and I've spoken about this in other videos, the layers of consciousness that one goes through in a genuine Kundalini awakening. Okay, but they again are layers of consciousness. You will have visions, you will have dreams, you will see lights, you will hear sounds, all of your senses become so finely attuned that you almost can't stand to be around any place or anyone because it's just overwhelming at times. The visions can be overwhelming at times. You may be sleeping but be awake in the consciousness, aware of what's going on. You have lucid dreaming that takes place. You're in your body, you're out of your body. Okay? So many things happen. So many things happen on a genuine journey. Okay? But none of them have to do with what he tries to say is integrity, which his idea of integrity is when your thoughts come together. When your thoughts come together in your imaginations, it's integrity. Oh my God. No. Okay. Integrity is the moral fortitude. Integrity in your speech, integrity in your actions. Okay. Beginning of this path, hallmark, honesty, integrity, transparency. Okay. Things that are 180 degrees away from his path and his people, what they learn, what they exhibit, are not honesty, integrity, and transparency. It's lies, denying, spinning, okay, and trying to convince themselves of some sort of drama that he's telling them is possible within their ego selves. Okay. Again, Tantra. If you want to go for Tantra, the best tantric is those that have gone beyond the cities. And all he preaches are cities, attainments, this and that. And that's where ego gets stuck. It's a stumbling block. Trying to develop these cities are stumbling blocks that you can get stuck in. Any genuine path of Tantra will tell you that it's not about developing powers. The greatest power is when you go beyond all these cities. When you go to that light beyond lights. Okay? When you go to that seed state, which runs like a thread through all of the seen world, yet is not touched by any of it. Okay? It's not getting engrossed in it. Okay? If you are engrossed in it, then you're in the land of Advaita. You are not in the wisdom of Advaita. Again, his ideas of Advaita, Dvaita, totally make no sense. They make no sense at all. And so people ask me, why do I speak out? Why have I been so hardcore? Because I know the truth from the lie. Because I walked that spiritual path. My path began when I was very young. It was an internal journey from a very young age. No bullshit. Okay? The falling away completion came in 1999. Yes, I had a guru. At that point, my guru questioned and then appointed me to go out and be a guru. I'm not self-appointed. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I think I'll be a guru. I didn't have a dream and decide, I'm going to be a guru. It was not really something I wanted to take on. Okay? It was not something really I wanted to take on. But I know there are so few genuine Kundalini adepts out there that know the ins and outs of Kundalini, that are willing to aid people. I see so much crap and nonsense out there written, which is not going to help anyone in a genuine Kundalini awakening, that I finally said, okay, you know what? The thing that finally spurred me to say okay was I was up in the Himalayas. Had met a sannyas that was living in the cave up there, and he came to me 3 times and asked me, please to teach, please to teach, please to teach. After the 3rd time, I couldn't say no. That's a genuine story of what happened in my life. Okay? And so here I am. Yes, I did the walk. It opened up when I was quite young, was in the late 70s, in the mid 70s. And it took till I was 49 years old to complete. That's how many years the Kundalini took to complete. And they were very difficult, hard years. Okay? You go through things that, of course, Nithyananda never speaks of because he doesn't know. Where you can feel the weight of the world. You really can't even breathe. You can barely take another breath. You feel the pain of the world. Okay? All he talks about is fluffy bullshit. It's not a genuine path through Kundalini. Okay? You look at what Christ did and the path that he walked. It's basically the path you go through. The temptations, the wilderness, the feeling like a scourging, the laying yourself down and totally, giving yourself over to God. And not my will, but your will be done. Does he talk about any of this? Not only no, but hell no. Why? Because he's not teaching a genuine path of Kundalini. He's talking about a made-up bullshit hagiography that appeals to ego. Okay, that doesn't appeal to a genuine spiritual path, which takes a lot of dedication, which takes really laying aside all your nonsense and your drama with sincere prayer, with sincere, going forward step by step. Okay? So again, this is why I've spoken out and continue to hold that line. I was one of the first people on the internet as a guru, and I got a lot of hell from it. I went through a lot of persecution about it. But you've got to hold the line, okay? And you do it not for personal gratitude. What am I getting out of this? Do I even have clicks on my photos to make money off of them? No. You do it because when you complete, you say, and this is something you do before completion, you say, whatever I learn, I'm willing to give to humanity, to aid humanity. Okay? This comes from a very sincere place when you're going through your journey. And then when you finish, you have to honor that. No matter how difficult it is, you give back what wisdom and understanding that you've been very hard won, hard fought to get to. Okay? And that's what you do. Okay? So to this point, it's been 16, 17 years of information, wisdom I've given. Got, again, still the book out, Kundalini from Hell to Heaven, that was written to aid those in a genuine Kundalini journey to know what are the things you go through, what can aid, what doesn't help. Okay? So everything that knowledge I had gotten, I have tried in every single way possible to give back. Okay? I haven't gone on bullshit, promotional tours. I haven't tried to build up a big following. I don't allow people to sit and tell Guruji, because it's nonsense. Okay, they're looking for a fantasy. They're not looking for genuine spiritual path. And those people, I blow them out right away. They can go play elsewhere. But again, this path is for those that are genuinely wanting to go forward. Okay? And there you have it. So I'm going to leave this right here. And again, I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving and a wonderful holidays coming up after that. And those that are walking their path, continue forward, step by step by step by step. Okay? Namaste. Bye, everyone.